Hey, what's cooking people, and welcome to another episode of MC Eats Life. Yes, that's right, there is no food on show today, only adventure. And I'm here at Pulau Ubin to have an explore, to wander around and see if we can find some wildlife. Let's go and see what we can see. It's a lovely day actually today. There's already been a few droplets of rain that have hit me on the head as I've got off the boat, but I can't complain. I've got my umbrella. I feel ready for anything. I've even got water, sun cream and bug spray today. So really, I am prepared, much more so than usual. You can see the mainland behind me. That's where we were only 20 or so minutes ago. I'm excited about what we're going to find today. So it's actually a really big island and there's loads to it. If you're into mountain biking, this is the place to come. It's got all sorts of different trails. I don't mind mountain biking, but it's not particularly interesting to me. More interesting though is the walking around and seeing what we can see. There are a number of quarries here and there's lots of walk and woodlands and animals. So I'm really excited to hopefully find something that's going to blow me away today. That's the dream, that's the plan, that's the ambition. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we're lucky today. Whew. Take my mask off for a second just to get my breath. If you come here without a bike, there are loads of bike rental places in the main bit of the town just off the jetty. I haven't actually gone that way today because I didn't want to be stopped by them asking me if I wanted to rent a bike. And also I want to head down towards the sort of mangrove area, which is on kind of the southern end of the island, southeastern side. So I'm heading off a different way. But yeah, you can bring your own bike or you can rent a bike here. So leaving the jetty, I've then gone past the police station and then along what is known as the Century Trail, which is actually loads of things to sort of see along the way. As you'd expect with a name like that, there's fruit growing and interesting plants and things. It also cuts the corner off to where I want to go today. I am glad that I've come here today. What day is it? Tuesday today, because there's no one else around. And you know, from watching my previous MC Eats Life videos, that I quite like a bit of peace and quiet out in the nature. Just about to see the mainland over there in the distance. It's a very quiet little cove here. Take my mask off for a second while I'm walking along. It's very peaceful. Lots of birds so far. This bit along here is quite nice. We're surrounded on both sides by water. And so whenever you get water, there's always that chance there could be something exciting living in or on or around it. Right, well, this was a little bit more exciting than I was expecting it to be. I said I was surrounded by water on both sides. I've just heard a rustle in the bushes. I was looking in the bushes about maybe more than that, 5 meters away from me. And then there was a crocodile. Not going to lie, a crocodile has just crossed through the bushes. So this could be the very last recording that I make. I'm going to keep it recording in case I get attacked. Let's just hope he's not hungry. So he went off in that direction. It was quite big. It was at least as long as I am, if not a little bit longer. I'm going to try and find a way to get a little bit closer and to see what I can see. Good news, I'm still alive. Bad news, can't find it. So, I'm going to keep looking, but not hard enough that I stumble across it without realising it. So I think I found the path that crossed the main, from the main sort of sea over into the kind of big lake area down over there. So there's so you can sort of see down here, it looks like it came up and over this bit and then through the foliage over that way, which then leads over and through to a lake that's over there. I almost don't want to go any further. I want to stay here and see if it comes back. I have to carry on, don't I? I can't just stand in the same place all day. But you can see how close the water is down there. So somewhere down there, there is at least one crocodile. But I think where there's one, there's probably more. So this is that lake from the other angle. So it could be anywhere. Once it's made it to here, it could be anywhere in here, couldn't it? So when you're not on one of the little walkways like I was just on there, the little sensory trail, it's mainly walking along roads like this, but there aren't really any cars around, very few. Some bikes though, but it's quite, almost reminds me of some of the Thai islands. I think the idea behind this island is that they are trying to keep it as almost like a conservation of the heritage and the culture of the old kampong days, and try not to let it be too developed. And I think they're doing a good job with that so far. Right, I've stumbled on some wild boar. I'm being very quiet. See if we can catch them on camera. Can you see them in there? I'm trying to be very quiet. So it's monkeys and wild boar. Can you hear them? I'm guessing it's the monkeys that have set the boar off. Can't quite see what's going on. You see them in there? And they're feeding. How beautiful are they? There's the monkeys in there. There's also the boar in there as well. I think the car scared them. Let's go. Wow. So far we've seen a crocodile, we've seen monkeys, and we've seen wild boar. And it's not just any old wild boar that we've seen. We've been really close to a mother female boar nursing a few of her little piglets, whilst at the same time kind of surrounded by monkeys. Unfortunately then a big lorry went past and they all got a little bit jumpy and ran off. I can still see them in the woods just here. I'll turn the camera so you can see it. So you can see the monkeys in there. And then the boar are walking through as well. They're not too fussed. There's Mr. Monkey. Oh, Mrs. Monkey, looking at that. Oh, there's a little piglet. Can you see? nervous, just scrabbling around in the dirt. It's interesting watching the monkeys and the boar kind of interact with each other. The monkeys are kind of watching the boar. It's almost like an entertainment thing for them. I'm now getting attacked by the monkeys, so I'm going to leave them to it. Here we have one of the Singapore heritage trees, a common pulai, known to grow up to 40 metres in height with a girth of over 3 metres. This one's got a girth of over 6 metres, and they estimate that it's been growing here and part of the wildlife here for over 100 years. That's very cool. Look at the size of it. For about 20 minutes now I've been walking down this path. I haven't seen anybody, which is really nice. No offence to the world. And I have taken my mask off because I've been marching at quite a speed as well. I need to get my breath. I think this definitely counts as vigorous exercise. So I've reached the wetlands area. I'm now just walking down this path which is inside the sort of wetlands area park. I'm guessing we'll come down here. I think once we get down towards the water, it's one of our favourite things, the old Boardwalk. I'm hoping we're going to see some more wildlife. It's been a great start so far. Crocodiles, monkeys, wild boar, little piglets. Just being told off for not wearing my mask. And in my defence, I was definitely doing rigorous and vigorous exercise. I could barely breathe, but such is life. It's a very nicely constructed boardwalk through the mangroves here. It's quite fitting, really. It suits the area. Oh, found a viewing tower already. Well, I think it's going to be worth going up to the top of the viewing tower, isn't it, and seeing what we can see. What a beautiful view. Oh, and we're treated to an aeroplane as well. Kata. But you can see a bit of the boardwalk down there by the water and pan round. I mean, it's beautiful. In the far distance, I don't know what it is with the big hills. Don't know if that's another Singaporean island or somewhere else. Is that dust coming off the landfill site? I don't know. It's going to pan round. I mean, it really is beautiful up here. And as viewing points go, you can certainly see a lot, certainly a lot of treetops. I think this could be a good place to stop, have a drink, maybe a snack, refuel. Oh, there's a massive bird flying over there. I doubt we can see it on here. It's huge. Swooping over the trees and down. The sea looks very pretty as well. But having met that crocodile earlier, I remember now not to go for a swim in these waters. There are a few birds hanging out at the top of that tree. There's loads of birds around, but it's like, I suppose, why would you come near the human when you've got all these other trees to hang out in? I can hear them though, which is nice. Remember kids, wear your mask and don't leave it hanging in a tree. It's protecting no one up there.
Oi, you! Put your mask on!
I don't know how well you'll be able to see it through there, but there are 2 hornbills in that tree. You see it through the trees. There's that one there, and there's one down below by the tree trunk as well. So here, when the tide's like it is at the moment, the boardwalk just kind of goes over the beach a little bit. I imagine when the tide's in, it comes right up to the boardwalk. Keeping my eyes out for crocodiles now. This bit's quite cool, isn't it? So we're going to go out over the water. Gives us the chance to see it from a different perspective. See what we can see from here. Bit of trash up on the beach there, unfortunately. We slowly pan around, we'll see where the boardwalk takes us. Over there, ooh, big splash in the water. Over there, out over the sea again. Looking forward to seeing what we're going to find next. I think if I could live anywhere in Singapore, it would be over here on Pulau Ubin. It's just stunningly quiet and serene. And the real change from the main island. Oh, another aeroplane going past us. Coming into land at Changi in a second. It's nice being on the boardwalk out here, properly out over the water, get a lovely breeze off the sea. And it's very beautiful as well, isn't it, along there? You see the big monitor lizard over there, making his way across the rocks. When you see a nice big monitor lizard like that, it makes you realise just how much bigger those crocs were. So we've got Amy Chad to thank for today's episode. She suggested that we come out here. In fact, she was who I was with last time I was here. And I know that she would give anything to be out here and seeing all this wildlife with me today. But instead she can watch it from the comfort of her home back in the UK. Big shout out to you and lots of love. So I've reached the visitor centre here, and it seems another victim of the safe distancing measures, and it's been closed, which is a bit of a shame. But I think there's still like a viewing point the other side that's open, so I'll go and have a look. But just the other side of the visitor centre is this jetty which jets out into the sea. As you can probably hear, the wind is picking up and there's definitely some darker storm clouds brewing. There's a few there, behind me there's more. So I've headed out into the sea because where better to be during a storm than in the middle of the ocean. So hopefully you can see it, but that looks like it's another crimson sunbird just flying in amongst the trees and eating some of the nectar from the flowers. Oh look, there's some interesting looking fungi, or should I say fungi. Thing is, you've got to be careful around fungi or fungi, because there's mushroom for error. Today's fungi joke comes courtesy of Fairies Are My Dream. Thank you for that one. I will try and fit in some more. If you've got any suggestions for any fungi jokes, then please do let me know in the comments section below. Some more boar going across the road. One just saw me and got scared, and this one's just a bit more like, nah, he's not bothering us. Hopefully they realise I'm not going to cause them any harm. Very cute. The piglets are very cute too. Look at their beautiful markings. I love how they scamper off when they get a little bit nervous. Yeah, Mum's not bothered. The others get scared. Right, just found some more fungi to show you. I can't focus on it for too long because I haven't got much room on the memory card. Look at the size of this butterfly I've just seen. You see it? Mammoth. Look at the size of this butterfly. Oh, it's going, it's going, it's gone. Quite the selection of bird calls. As I've been walking underneath the canopy and through the trees, it's really felt like the end of the day, the sun's coming down. And I've just come out into a clearing and there's a beautiful blue sky. And the sun's still warm and fairly high up, so maybe it's not as late as it feels. Oh, whew. As we head down this sensory trail back down towards the jetty, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? It's been quite a day. We've seen crocodiles, I was not expecting that. We've seen hornbills, we've seen wild boar, we've seen little suckling piglet boar, we've seen monkeys, monitor lizards. It's been a day. I've really enjoyed it and I hope you've enjoyed it too. So thank you very much for joining me. Click the little like button, click subscribe, click the little bell, then you'll get notified of any further videos. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. What did you like about today's episode? And until next time, stay full. Have a nice day.